Testing, testing, testing. Hello, everyone. I'm just trying this streaming thing here, and I have a plan to start streaming a bit more for, especially on my teaching channel, and of course here as well on this YouTube channel. But if you're interested in some free like lessons and sessions and stuff like that, I'm gonna start doing that on the Pro Guitar official channel. I just posted that in the chat there if you wanna go to subscribe on that channel and don't miss any lessons there. I'm gonna do a lot of lessons there, I think. So it's gonna be nice. Let me know if it sounds okay. If it looks okay, I'm gonna set this up. I can move cameras around here, as you can see, like this, back and forth, and move it, and do a lot of different things. So I'm gonna see if I can get a second camera on the right hand, a little bit more closer, like this, maybe. I don't know, maybe it would be great if you could let me know what you would like me to do on the live sessions. But first, make sure to subscribe to the Pro Guitar channel, which I posted in the chat there, so you can don't miss any lessons from me. And I'm a beginner. I'm really a beginner when it comes to streaming, so I don't really know if I'm doing everything right. I think I can turn on reverb here and stuff. Let's just try that if I can do that. Let me know. Let me know if it works. Let's see. Do we have reverb now? I don't know if it falls, if it goes through the whole thing here. People say yes in the chat. That's great. Okay, so let's try to turn it off. It might be a bit annoying if I speak with reverb on. I'll see if I can manage to do that. Here we go. Now it should be off. If that works, that's great. Then I can hopefully get it to sound good. Yes, reverb is on both the voice and the guitar. Okay, great. From Japan. Wow, that's amazing. I see people from Ireland, from Sweden. This is really this is really cool. I've never done this before, and I would love to do this more, like I said. So now reverb is off. Yes, I meant to actually turn that off, so that works. The guitar, I don't know if it's a little bit blurry. Maybe I should use a different angle or a different setting on the camera, but this one looks like this. This is one of the cameras. I think this is pretty clear. This is a little bit blurrier, maybe. That's that one. We'll see if everything works. I'm gonna try to make everything better on these streams when I'm actually learning how to do this. So if you have any questions on anything guitar related or anything, about my hat or about my thumb pick or nails, anything, I can of course hopefully answer your questions right now. And like I said, we're gonna continue to stream more, but on my educational platform, which is Pro Guitar official YouTube channel. So make sure to go there if you want to get some free lessons and sessions later on this year. I'm gonna really start to work on the streaming thing because many people have asked me to do it, and it would be really fun to do it. So hopefully I can create something good and something that you would like to check out. So anyway, I think most of the stuff here works now. Let's see, we have people from North Carolina. That's amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in to the stream. Thank you so much, Justin. You're too kind. I love your music. Thank you. I've been lately I've been working on a lot of different things, a lot of new arrangements, a lot of technique stuff and stuff that I've been working on for years, but I try to continue doing perfecting some of the things that I think I need to really work on. I have to work pretty hard to to remember all the stuff that I do and stuff like that. So I'm working as much as I can, playing a lot of gigs here in Sweden. We've had a great great start of this year. It's been so much fun hanging out with so many different people and playing guitar and doing a lot of different types of gigs. And like I said, the online thing is just a really big part of what I do now. So I would love to start teaching more online as well. Not only the pre-recorded lessons that I have on proguitar.com, but actually lessons that live lessons or sessions that we can just hang out and speak about guitar and anything like that. That's what I want to do. Wow, this from Argentina. Let's see. Tuscan. Oh my God, there's people from all over the world. San Diego. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, this is my trusty old guitar, my Maiden guitar. It's a great sounding guitar. But it's not very loud. It's just a soft kind of sounding fingerstyle guitar. Oops. And it's my favorite traveling guitar, which I bring this everywhere when I play gigs. But like I said, not very loud. It's very fingerstyle-y kind of guitar. For people who have asked me, I use thumb picks, and I use Golden Gate medium thumb picks for my finger picking playing. That's what I usually use. And then I have acrylic on my nails. I think I can show you maybe in this camera. If people ask me about nails, it's my own nails, but I have acrylic on the nails to get them a bit thicker, so you kind of get a bigger tone, I think, when you have a thicker nail. So that's why I have acrylic on these 3 nails. And then I try to get the sound from the index finger. I kind of play, I want the tone to be the same from the index fingers, or the fingers actually, from the nail, kind of the same tone that I get when I strike the string with my thumb. So if I get them to sound pretty similar, since I play single lines like that, I usually play thumb and index alternating for single lines. Like that, I play single lines like that, thumb and index finger, and that makes it easier for me to play single lines rather than playing down up. I'm not a good alternate picking guy like this. I play thumb index. So that's the technique that I use. You can see here, if I get closer, I would go like maybe. And sometimes just downstrokes with my thumb actually. That's thumb index. And sometimes for the faster lines, I play triplets with my thumb, my thumb index and third finger. I do the triplet stuff. Or, So whenever there's triplets, that's like three fingers instead of 2 fingers. Yeah, so thumb index. Okay, so I have some questions here. Is that thumb pick shorter than normal? That's a great question. Well, this thumb pick is a little bit shorter. So I buy them, when I buy them, the tip here is a little bit more pointy, but I just file them off just a tiny bit, and then I file it like this. I file the pick like this, so it's kind of feels like I've been playing it a lot. So that's what I do when I get a new thumb pick. Just file the tip a little bit, you know, and then just file it this way. This actually the part that is striking the string, I cannot do. I put the nail file like this. I'll show you. Here we go. This one. So I put it like this, and I do this a little bit, because then it already feels like it's been played a lot if I do that, you know. That's an important thing for me, actually. But I have my thumb pick very far out on my thumb. Some of my friends are laughing at me for having this so far out the thumb, and they can't believe it stays on the thumb when I play. But I've always done that. Most fingerstyle players, they have the thumb pick way down here in the middle of the thumb almost. But I never did that, and I think it's because the way I improvise or the way I play single lines that I need to have it further out to be able to do some of that stuff. So this just that's why I do that, far out the thumb. And then when I play the finger picking with or actually with striking the strings like this to get the snare sound. That's, for me, it's easier to do that if I have the thumb pick further out on the thumb there. So when I do it like this. The backbeat, it's easier for me if I have it further out on the thumb there. Yes, thank you so much everyone for commenting. Let's see, I have some questions here. I bought a thumb pick and cut a bit of it to shorten it, and I still have not figured out how to use it. Actually, it takes a long time to get used to playing with a thumb pick. I would say practice like maybe at least 3 hours a day for 2 weeks. Then you will probably feel what if it works for you. But you have to kind of find your own way of playing with it, because every guitar player that I know that plays with a thumb pick has their own approach. So it's not like you should zoom into some player that you really like and then do exactly that technique. You should try that technique, but then you're going to try different techniques. And that makes it much, much easier to find your own way, because everyone's different. We look different. We have different hands and everything. So you have to find your own way of playing, your own technique. I really recommend you to do that. Try different techniques. Thank you so much for the kind comments. I'm trying to read at the chat here at the same time. Like I said, I'm a beginner at this stuff, so sorry if I'm a little bit, looking at the wrong cameras, and I don't really know what I'm doing, is what I wanted to say. But I'm doing my best, and I'm gonna get better at this. And like I said in the beginning of the stream, I am going to do lessons on, or sessions rather, on Pro Guitar Official YouTube channel. So if you're interested in this live stream stuff and want to be part of some free sessions and lessons where we just hang out and talk about guitar and playing, maybe you have some questions about some songs and stuff, you should go to Pro Guitar Official. I think I put it in the chat there, the link to our other YouTube channel, where I have most of my educational stuff, and that's where I'm going to be streaming more. I'm going to probably stream on this channel as well, but mostly for the teaching stuff, where I talk about guitar and technique and stuff like that, and you can see everything close up like this. That's going to be from the Pro Guitar Official YouTube channel, so make sure to subscribe to that one if you're interested in that. Hope the sound is okay. I'm going to try to get it even better, But I think, like I said, I think I managed to get a reverb if I want to. If I play something slower, I'm gonna try that once again and see if I can adjust this things. Let's see if I can get this to work. You should hear that one when it's in tune. It's even better. Anyway, I get one string that was kind of slipping a little bit there. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much for the kind comments. You two are you are too kind. And I'm so happy that you wanted to join this little test stream. Uh, if you have any suggestions, actually I get some questions here. Will you consider covering "I Have to Say I Love You" in a song? Ah, that Jim Croc. That's great. That's a great suggestion. Maybe one day, that would be cool. I try to find my favorite. You know, a lot of. I've been listening to so many different songwriters and artists over the years, and I usually just play the songs that are closest to me. And that's a general tip I want to give to you. If you're a guitar player or a musician and you're doing your own, you're making your own arrangements and creating and being creative with your instrument, I think it's always important to focus on the songs that really, really mean something to you when you're arranging something. Because if you're actually starting to, arrange stuff that of songs that really doesn't really that you don't really love, then it's difficult to make something good out of it. So I would really recommend you to focus on music and melodies that has been a great thing is if the song has been with you for a long time, you kind of have it in you, and then you can also change more the more stuff the more you know the song, the more you can find alternatives and beautiful chords to change and to to work on and create something new. Thank you so much, even more from Korea. That's amazing. Thank you for always sharing great songs. Would you mind playing Mountains of Illinois for me? Mountains of Illinois, that's a great song by Chet Atkins and also Pat Bergeson, a great harmonica player and also guitar player. I'll play a little bit of that for you. Here we go. Thank you for suggesting me to play that song. That was Mountains of Illinois. I hope you liked it. I can maybe play that in a longer, full version next time. But thank you so much, everyone, for streaming, for stopping by. You see, I need to get better at reading and speaking at the same time. Let's see. Someone is asking, Emil, thanks for hanging out online. I noticed the strings are quite low on the guitar. What is the string height at the 12th fret? Wow, that's a good question. I don't really know. Let's see. I can't really measure it right now, but it's quite low. And a thing that I want to mention about that, the string, the high E string, is a thick string actually compared to, I have the strings are Diadario 12 to 53, but the 12 I changed that, and that was my friend Joe Robinson. Some of you know Joe, and he's a great guitar player, of course, and a great friend. And he told me to try and change the high E string from 12 to a 14 or 15 even. And since I don't really bend the string a lot anyways, I might bend it a whole step up, but I don't bend it more. And so I don't really need that to be a thin string. I want that to be a thicker string. And when I have that low action on the guitar, when I have that low action, this kind of needs to be a thicker string to be able to have that action that low. that's basically it. So I like to have the strings in a low setup, but I use a thick E string, a 14 actually on this guitar. So. You can kind of hear that it's a little bit thicker than a regular string there. 12 to 53. Do you use 12 to 53? I do 13 to 56. Wow, that's a thick strings. For me, it's easier to play a little bit thinner strings, but I love the sound of the 13 to 56. A lot of my bluegrass friends use those kinds of strings. Let's see. Hey, Emil, thank you for the live. Could you talk about the difference between your second Maton and which one you prefer? Yes. So I have a second Maton guitar. It's over there, actually. I don't know if you can see it, but it's over there, and it's my custom shop, and it has a similar body. It's the same kind of 808 body, but it's different woods. So it's a little bit. It's built in a way that it makes it sustain even more than this guitar. It's a little bit brighter. This one is a little bit more bassy, but I have had this for a long time, and so this one kind of the sound, it's become what it is because I've been playing it so much. So my favorite travel guitar is this one, but I record a lot with the other one actually in the studio here. But I'm too scared to travel with it because, I don't want to travel with that custom shop guitar. But it's a great guitar. There's a difference in sound. It's a difference in sustain and feel, and I have that set up a little bit higher, and I have different frets on it. And but it's similar in the way that it looks, basically. But it's a great guitar. Okay, so let's see if you have any more questions here. I play a Simon and Patrick triple O size guitar with the cherry backing sides, and the bass tones on that guitar are so beautiful that I had to run thicker strings to experience the whole sound of the guitar. That's great. Yeah, I love that. And it's basically, I would recommend you to change strings all the time and try different ones and see what happens, because some guitars just don't work with a particular string. Sometimes you just change and the guitar just comes to life. and it's really cool. Sometimes I've done that with nickel strings, tried nickel strings on some of my instruments, and all of a sudden it became a totally different guitar. That was actually, it felt like it was meant to have those kinds of strings instead. So it's nice to change strings sometimes and just try it out. I usually I use the Adagio strings, but they have so many different styles of strings, so you can try anything on the Adagio. So I love to do that. Is there going to be a schedule for when you go live? That's a great question. So if you subscribe to the Pro Guitar official YouTube channel, which is not this channel, this is my own channel, but I wanted to go live trying this on my own channel first, and kind of let everyone know that the educational stuff will be on the Pro Guitar official channel, which I have in the chat there somewhere. So maybe I can put that. Yeah, I can do it like this. Now you can see that comment at the top, I think, in this live session. You can go there to the other channel and subscribe to that channel, and you will be notified there when I'm going live. But I'm also sending out, so if you're I have a Pro Guitar educational site, which is proguitar.com, where I have all my educational stuff and pre-recorded lessons. And if you've ever subscribed to that site and taking lessons from me there, there's tablature and pre-recorded lessons and backing tracks and stuff for some of the lessons. If you do that, then you will get emails, and I will notify when the next live stream is going to be on Pro Guitar. So if you're really interested in hanging out and talk about anything guitar and maybe learn some stuff, and we can focus on technique and anything you want, make sure to either maybe try the free what do you call it, like the free subscription. We have a five-day trial on proguitar.com. So if you subscribe to that for just 5 days, if the lessons are not for you, then you can unsubscribe before the billing period, which is like after 5 days, I think it says on the website. But if you can do that to check it out, and you will get emails from us when I'm going to live stream. So yeah, thank you for asking that. Thank you so much for all the kind comments. I have a question. When you try out a new arrangement, are there any things you pay attention to or value? Oh, that's a big subject. Thank you so much for asking. When I try a new arrangement, I am focusing on the melody and where it actually lays out on the guitar. So I don't want the melody to go too high, and I don't want the melody to be low on the lowest 3 strings, basically. Sometimes I have the melody on the D string, but mostly I try to keep it in a place where it's playable in a nice way. And so that's the first thing. Key. So I find the right key for the song, for me, and then I basically focus on trying it, of course, playing it with the harmony, with the standard harmony that I kind of hear, or that's written down somewhere. If there's a song I already know, I just fiddle around with it. But then I see what I can do to play the melody as expressive as I can. And that could be using open strings. That's a big thing for me, using open strings instead of fretted notes all the time, because I want the song to ring. I want the notes to ring out like a piano would. So let me just give you a quick example. No, sorry. That's not right. So here's an example. So in this particular song, there's a place. So there's just a quick example where I'm using one open string to make it ring together with the other notes, and that make it possible for me to change transition to the different part of the neck to be able to play it so that the melody rings out. So basically, here. Sorry. There we go. See? So I needed to practice this arrangement before showing you this, but here we go. So I'm doing this. I'm sliding. Using that open string, B note, as an open string to make the transition to the next position in a better way. Maybe that's not the best example of it, but that's what I'm trying to focus on when I'm playing, arranging. Trying to get the melody to ring out and to not feel like this. Right? It should be. Let's see if I can get this sound a little bit better here. Oh, there we go. I think I managed it. 1, 2. Let me know if the sound is sounding okay. I'm going to tune up here. So that's one thing. So key first, finding the best place for the melody. A nice key that feels good, finding the open string so I can make good transitions and make the melody ring. And then of course, maybe change it up a little bit and do some different chord changes and adding some interesting chord sounds, chord voicings to get it to sound more interesting. Maybe you sometimes need an element of surprise, you know, for the listener. So you kind of need something that is different from the original to make people really listen to what you're doing. And I love doing that, to find my own way of playing things or changing a chord here and there to make it a bit more interesting. Thank you so much, everyone. There's so many people who have been commenting here. Let's see. Hi, Emil. What's your favorite arrangement that you have done? And have you ever given up on one because it just didn't work? I've given up on many arrangements, many arrangements. And I've gone back to them and all of a sudden, wow, well, this actually works, but I just needed to change key or something like that. So sometimes you come back to it and it's just, wow, this one will work if I do it this way. But my favorite arrangement that I've done, that's a good question. I try not to have one favorite, but there's a few ones that I really love to play. And lately, I think it's been the Beatles stuff is really fun. In My Life, that song, The Long and Winding Road is also one of my favorites to play now. But there's a lot of arrangements that I love to play. Both Sides Now also. So thank you for asking that. Let's see. Hi, Emil. You often do a little trill style movement with your 2 strings. It's more of a slide movement rather than a hammer-on off trill. Is there a name for that? That's a great question as well. So what you're referring to, I think, is this. Let's see. If I do this arrangement, so this, you know this one. Here is an example. We go like this. Here's G7. I usually do some harmonic pentatonics there, and then we go again. I think I do this, let's see. If you heard that little trill there, let me put on some reverb so you get that extra talent. Let's see, here we go. So that first part, I think that's the trill you're talking about. And that is just a trill that I do a lot with my left hand, and I'm kind of just shaking. I have my thumb on the neck like this, and I'm kind of just moving up the pinky or whatever finger I'm using. And it goes up a half step. And you can do that anywhere, right? You can go. See? So you can practice it in the major scale. In this case, I'm playing in D major. And you can play it like this. Or here. And actually here, sometimes it's a half step, but it should be a wrong note, right? Like here. That's a half step. That's a wrong note in the key of D major. But if you do it quick, it sounds right. It's just like a vocal thing. Same thing here. You can go, but I go like that. Here. So there's so many things you can practice. I just do a trill like that. It's a really useful thing, and I learned that from Chad Atkins, Tommy Emmanuel mostly. He does that a lot. It's beautiful, I think. Someone asking about the harmonics. Any tips on how to accomplish this? This is a lot of I get a lot of questions like that about the harmonics. I will show you that stuff on the Pro Guitar channel as well when I do the live streams in this coming month here, or this month later on. We'll do a lot of live streams on the Pro Guitar channel showing you stuff like this. But basically I'm doing harmonics, an index finger, I lightly touch the string 12 frets above the fretted note. So basically if I would play a major pentatonic scale, B flat, I play the melody. Here's a scale, I gotta tune up. This is drop D, now we go back. So what I'm doing, I'm lightly touching the string 12 frets above the fretted note here. So I'm practicing that and playing scales. Or melodies. So I'm playing slowly. When you're practicing in the beginning, you should just practice it slowly. Just play some notes and have fun with it, and then you get the accuracy by doing this. So you get the note. I'm striking the string, by the way, with my thumb pick right on the right hand here, so you can see it. Let's see if I can get it a little bit clearer. You see my thumb is back here striking the string. And you shouldn't be too close with the index finger and your thumb pick. You should have some space here to get a better tone. You get a better tone if there's space between your index finger and your thumb pick. And if you're using a pick, you can hold a regular pick like this and do the same thing. So that's how you do it. Now the next thing, once you get the accuracy, if it feels good, you can start playing chords. So what I'm doing there is that I'm playing, if I play this B flat dominant chord, I play the harmonic on the G string here, 12 frets above this D note, and I play the high string with my ring finger at the same time. No harmonic, just playing it like that, and it sounds like this. So I do the same thing, playing the harmonic on the D string, which is here, and I play the B note, B string I should say, as a regular note. And if I do that at the same time, I get this. So you kind of get this. So there's some changes just playing the chords like this at the same time. And then there's several things you can do, of course, the harp harmonics. So I'm playing a lot of different techniques, but I have a big lesson on this on Pro Guitar. If you're interested, proguitar.com, and just search for Harp Harmonics Volume 2. You have everything I know about that stuff. But I will show you more in the live streams on Pro Guitar official channel if you're interested in this stuff. Thank you so much for asking. All right, I think I have to take a little break here. I'm so happy that so many are asking questions. And please save these questions. If I didn't manage to answer them, please save these questions. Maybe check out, like I said, on the top comment here, check out the live or the link to our other channel, which is Pro Guitar Official. So I will stream lessons there. So if you like this stream, and I will hopefully get better at this and make a better stream and get a better sound, get a better setup. Maybe I think it was okay. You can see me hopefully, and then we will make better lessons and live kind of hangouts like this on the Pro Guitar channel. I will probably stream on this channel as well, but maybe not as many focused on you know, lesson focused like on technique and stuff. But I will do that on the other channel. Thank you so much, everyone. You're too kind with your comments. I'm so happy you joined me. Hope to see you next time. Let me know what I can do better, maybe comment or something. And I will leave this little session up here so you can go back watching it. It was really fun to hang out. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.